Alright, this tutorial we're going to show you how to burn or rip Xbox 360 games. Uh, First thing you'll need is a DVD disc drive. It's got to be able to read DVDs. Some of those old computers have CD drives, which definitely do not read DVDs. So that's the first thing you're going to need. What I have done, because I haven't had a desktop this whole time, I just got two of them now, but I had an external hard drive reader which uses the old IDE cables and stuff and the power cord and stuff. I guess it'd work with SATA too, but you'd have to have a SATA disk drive and stuff too. Okay, anyway, I took the IDE hard drive reader, external hard drive reader apart, and put the guts inside of this iPhone box, and then ran your ID cables and power cord to this old DVD drive that came out of an old computer that did not work anymore. And it runs it just fine, works on USB 2.0, you gotta plug it in your power cord and all that stuff. But again, you know, I have a bunch of these IDE hard drives laying around, like this 320 gig, and you can just plug them in and out off this external hard drive reader. Works like a charm. I use the hot swap method for your games. You can use your internal DVD drive in your tower too, but you gotta use the emergency eject hole, which I'm not a big fan of, because you gotta like rip it out, and plus with this thing you can't even hardly get your fingers inside there to get it out. So I just use hot swap. You can use either one. There's a bunch of tutorials on how to use the emergency eject hole on the other one. But okay, once you got that figured out, however you're gonna do it, you'll need to get a program called WX Ripper. You can get it on Xbins, or you can download it off the internet, I'm sure by now. Once you get WX Ripper, it will look like this when you open it up. You got two icons. You'll have a green executable file and an orange executable file. And for some reason, all the features did not work in Windows 7. I don't know if there's a new version out, which I had it loaded up in Windows 7, but it didn't work. So I switched to XP desktop, and works fine. But what you'll do is, if you're using hot swap, you got to take your drive apart, disk drive or whatever, and you'll have this little magnet in the top of the drive, and you got to make sure you get that on there, because if not, the disk will go crazy and start spinning out and stuff. But okay, got it powered on. You just eject the drive, plug it back in, or push it back in anyway. Make sure you get your magnet on there real fast. Start spinning. Start reading. It's pretty cool. You can see the laser and stuff in there. Looks pretty cool whenever you do it. Moving all around. Once it spins up, you'll hear it start spinning up real fast. Okay, popped up on there. What you want to do? This is a movie 40-year-old version. You need a pretty good sized DVD. That way it'll save enough space in the file whenever you hot swap it. I just use 40-year-old version. I've done it a bunch of times, never had any problems. Click the orange executable. It'll open up WX Ripper. Okay, up here on the tab, since I have two disk drives in this desktop, you will see this tab right here. You click on 40-year-old version, and your drive is still spinning. Up here you got a couple different buttons. Okay, one of them is a stop tab. You stop the drive, it stops spinning. Now here's where you want to pay attention. Sometimes you forget and you'll hit the eject button. You don't want to do it. That's why they call it hot swapping. Take the magnet off, take the disc out, which I didn't have any games handy. Okay, Assassin's Creed. You gotta have the original game. Open it up, put it in your drive, put your magnet back on. Make sure you always put your magnet back on so I don't get any read errors. Go back to WX Ripper, and then there is a spin drive tab. Spin it up, start spinning. Wait till it starts spinning pretty fast so you know it's reading it and stuff. Alright, go back to WX Ripper. There is a number, or there is a magnifying glass right here. And it says find magic number. Not too sure on the in-depth process here, but you gotta do it, so just click on it. A bunch of stuff will pop up. These lines over here say copy dummy, copy jump, and this is the information on the CD, or actually your game. And what you want to do is go over here and it'll say save layout file. Click on that. I don't know, save it wherever you want to. I just save it to the desktop and save it as ASS. For some reason, that's the wrong keyboard. ASS for Assassin's Creed. Click save, save it to the desktop. Go to file on your desktop, right click, open with. You gotta open with Notepad. Sometimes you gotta select file from list or whatever. Okay, here's your layout file. Remember when we were talking about copy, dummy, copy, copy? You got C in front of it, and that means copy. You got D in front of it, that means dummy. Alright, go to the third line. It says C, delete the C, capital D. Wrong keyboard. Capital D. Alright, capital D right there. So go C, D, D, C, J, C, J. Alright, now file, save. That replaces your existing layout file. Go ahead and close that. It's got to be capital. Make sure it's capital. Don't put lowercase because it'll mess up. And then right there it says open layout file. Go to where you saved it, which is on the desktop. Right there. Now it'll change. It used to say copy dummy copy. Now it says copy dummy dummy copy. And I didn't have a problem on the first one I did, but the second one I tried to rip, it gave me an error. I forgot what the error said, but it's pretty common. But once I did that, it's worked fine ever since. So you got it all ready to go. Now it says start dump right there, and that's where it's going to prompt you where you want to save it. I'll just save it to the desktop. I'll delete it here in a second because I already have the game ripped. Make your little whatever you want to call it, name it whatever you want to call it. Click save, and it'll say start right here, and then your drive will start spinning real fast. And don't mess with it. It'll take anywhere to 30 minutes. And we'll do this right here. Start counting up, and it'll do all your stuff. And then when you're done, it'll say process completed successfully or whatever. And then you have your ISO file from your game. Once you do that, you just need to run it through AVGX to stealth patch it, and it'll create your .dvd file for burning. I have a tutorial on how to burn it with image burn. Just go to one of those. But that's how you do that.